guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review, demo, and some swatches on the new Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and NICOLE GUERRIERO Glow Kit. I'm so excited about this. This literally just came in the mail like 20 minutes ago, and I really wanted to film a video with this and a little like first impression and everything like that. So I haven't even opened this, haven't touched it. I'm super excited to be doing this for you guys. So I didn't wear any highlighter on my face today, so I'm going to be testing on a couple of them and then showing you guys how they feel on my skin and how they show up, as well as swatching them on my arm and then giving you guys a little review. So if you aren't already, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you want to know all my thoughts on this brand new palette, then just keep watching. Okay, so Anastasia collaborated with NICOLE GUERRIERO. She is a beauty and lifestyle YouTuber. She has been for like 6 or 7 years now, and she has an awesome channel, so I think it's really cool that they collaborated together. And in this glow kit, you're getting 6 shades instead of the usual 4. I know there's 6 shades in the last glow kit too, but I believe that one had a different formula in it, and a lot of people seemed not to really like it that much. But as far as I know, this is back to the original formula of the first 4 glow kits. So this palette will be available online on March 3rd at Sephora.com and AnastasiaBeverlyHills.com, and then in stores, I believe it was March 15th. If that's not correct, then I'll leave it down in the description box, but I'm pretty sure it was March 15th. So this palette is $40, which is the same price as the regular 4-pan glow kits. This is a sun dip one. This palette has 4.5 grams of product and then 0.16 ounces per highlighter. And then just in comparison, the other glow kits have 7.4 grams of product and then 0.26 ounces per highlighter. So in this one, you are getting a lot more of actual product, but it really all just depends on how much variety you want, because this one has 4 pans and this one has 6 different highlighters. It all just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Okay, so I'm just gonna open this up now and show you guys what it looks like. It is just absolutely stunning. Just at first glance, I love all of these shades. I think they're so beautiful, and I love how versatile they are. So it looks like you have some cool tones, some warm tones, a really dark one, and a really light one. So the first thing that I'm going to do is swatch them on the back of my arm for you guys, and then after that, I'm going to try them out on my face so you can see what they look like on. So the first one that I'm going to start off with is called a Kitty Cat, and this one is a pink shade with more of like a platinum shimmer to it. I really like the texture of this one. It feels really creamy and buttery. There's a little bit of fallout, and it felt just a little bit powdery, but when you actually put it on your skin, it just applies so nicely. I'm really liking the shade of this one. It's like a very beautiful pinky rose color, and then I love the colors that it's reflecting. You can just see how beautiful it's swatched. It's just super like smooth and almost looks wet looking, which I really like. So this one is definitely very blinding, but I do really like that. So far, I'm really impressed with this one. This next one I'm swatching is called Forever Young, and this one is more of like a cool toned purpley pink shade with a silver reflect. This one swatches about the same as the other one. It feels like it has the same consistency, and it went on just about exactly the same. Very smooth, very buttery, and definitely very blinding. You can see on the back of my hand, it's very pigmented, and it just looks smooth as can be. I don't think it's quite as blinding as the first one, but it's still very beautiful and reflects really pretty. I feel like this one is going to look really good on anybody that has cool undertones in their skin. This one also had a little bit of fallout and looked a little bit powdery at first when I swatched it, but then once I blended it in, that completely went away and it was very smooth and buttery. This next one is called Daydream, and this is a beautiful color. This one really caught my attention. It's like a corally shade with a white and gold shimmer to it. Now this one does look like it has a little bit more of glitter in it, so like a little bit bigger chunks of it. When I swatched it, it doesn't show up as metallic as the first two that I swatched, but it is still a very, very beautiful color. I'm loving this shade. At first, I was thinking that this one was going to be a little bit too dark on me, but now I'm seeing it swatched on the back of my hand, and I think I can definitely wear this one. It's such a different highlight. I don't think I've ever seen another highlight this color. It's so pretty, and I cannot wait to try this one out. I love that it reflects a gold shimmer. I feel like that just adds so much character to it. So I have to say that this one doesn't feel as pigmented to the touch. I do absolutely love this shade, but so far I definitely think that the texture and formula is just a little bit different than the first two. This one is called Forever Lit. This one is beautiful, you guys. This is the first one that caught my eye when I opened this palette. It's this beautiful icy blue highlighter. It's so white, but it's reflecting like a lavender blue shade. It almost reminds me of the blue sapphire color in the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. It is stunning. I'm loving this one so much. Very pigmented pigmented, very creamy and buttery like the first two shades that I swatched, and definitely very metallic, as you can see. And I feel like so far out of all the ones that I've swatched, this one is definitely the most blinding and like bam in your face. I think that was such a great idea to put a shade like this in this palette. I can't stop looking at it in my viewfinder because it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay, now these last two shades are where it starts to get a little bit darker, and I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to wear them on my skin tone, especially for how fair I am right now. But this next one is called Glow Getter, and this is a really pretty champagne color with like a rose gold kind of reflect to it. It's really hard to explain, but it's absolutely beautiful. Okay, now again, this one has the same texture and feeling as the first two and the last one that I swatched. Feels very creamy, very buttery. Swatches really nice. Not a lot of fallout when I swatched it, and again, it just felt a little bit powdery. And I don't want to say chalky, but it just kind of looked chalky. But then once I blended it into the skin, that completely went away. As you see, when it reflects the light, it is so pretty. But then when I have it like not reflecting the light, it's just a little bit darker than my skin tone. It's enough to the point where my skin would look like muddy if I wore this. So I definitely will have to try this out when I am darker. But this shade is beautiful. I think this would look really pretty as an eyeshadow, like a lid color. I also feel like this would look really pretty as like a body highlight, so on like the collarbone, your shoulders, like your legs even. This is just such a pretty shade. I wish I was dark right now so I could wear this. Okay, now the very last one in this palette that I'm swatching is called 143. This is a really gorgeous like rose gold bronzy color with a bronze shimmer to it. I don't know if I'm just crazy, but this one swatched the creamiest out of all of the ones. Now that the other ones weren't creamy and smooth, but this one was like on another level kind of smooth. And it's so insanely pigmented. Look at that. It is just crazy how it's reflecting the light. I can't wear this one as a highlight right now. I'm too fair for it. As you can see, when I tilt my hand down, it gets like kind of dark and muddy, so it wouldn't look good on my cheekbones, but this as a lid shade, oh my god, this would be so pretty. I think this one too is definitely up there with the most blinding ones from this palette. Honestly, who am I kidding? They're all extremely blinding. Like after swatching all of these, they are so highly pigmented and so blinding. I am honestly blown away with this palette. I cannot believe how pretty these shades are. Oh my gosh. Okay, now for the fun part. I'm gonna try them out on my face. I'm so excited. I don't even know which ones I want to try on my face because they're all so pretty. But I think what I'm going to do is try, I think I'm going to try Kitty Cat first, just because it seems like a shade that I would wear the most often. So what I'm going to do is take my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 highlighting brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit on the side of this brush. And that picked up so much product, and I hardly even tapped it in there. And as you can see, there's not a lot of fallout. There's a little tiny bit, but honestly, not a lot. What I'm gonna do is just tap off a little bit. Let's just try it out. Woo! I just barely touched my cheek. This is so pigmented. Wow. What a pretty shade. I am loving this color right now. See, I took it a little bit too far down right there. I have a lot of texture on my face, and I don't like to take my highlight too far past about like right here, because that's where a lot of my texture starts. So I'm just gonna take a clean brush and kind of wipe that off right there. I just don't like too much highlight near like the center of my face. That is just such a beautiful color. I'm loving this. It was super easy to blend out too, like even when I got it a little bit too far down, it blended out really, really good, and I'm just super, super impressed with this palette right now. Oh, that is so pretty. Highlighters just get me way too excited. Like I literally cannot control myself right now. I love these so much. Okay, now the next one that I really want to do is, I cannot decide for the life of me between Forever Lit and Daydream. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna swatch Daydream on my cheek, and then I'm gonna do Forever Lit somewhere else on my face. I'll figure it out. Okay, so now I'm using a clean brush. This is the Morphe R36 brush. This is my favorite brush for highlighting. So I picked up a little bit of Daydream, and you can see this one is also super pigmented. I just hardly even swirled it around in the color, and I got a ton of product on it. So again, I'm just gonna tap off, just one tap, just to get the extra powder off of it. And then I will go in and highlight the high point on my cheekbone. Oh, this one is beautiful. Can you guys see that on camera? This cheekbone is always really hard to pick up on my camera because I like have to turn my head too far. But oh my god, this is so pretty. It's giving off like a really golden, rosy Reflect, I love it so much. It reminds me of like vacation. I still don't know which one I like better because this one is so unique. I've never tried a highlighter this color before and I am just living for this right now. I feel like this is going to be such a beautiful highlight shade for the summertime coming up. I feel like this one really complements my eye makeup right now too because I have like just a really warm eyeshadow in my crease and the warmth of that really complements the warmth in this highlighter and I just think it looks so pretty. How many times could I say that? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, since I really wanted to use Forever Lit, like the really icy blue color, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put that in my inner corners because I also feel like that would be really pretty to like pull the eyes together. So I'm picking this up on a Kat Von D Shade and Light eye brush. This is just one of my favorite inner corner highlight brushes and I just took a little bit on this and I'm going to tap off the extra again and we'll go right into the inner corners. Oh yeah, this one's really pretty too. Okay, so as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of fallout on my face. I did kind of use a lot of product though, so I understand why that's happening. Where is my brush? Here it is. I'm just gonna dust away that fallout that happened, and it didn't like stick to my face or anything, so that's good, but I just had a little bit of specks on my cheek. Now I kind of wish that I would have put that on my cheeks. Oh well. Yeah, this shade is really pretty. I love how it's catching the light right now. I feel like it just looks so pretty on the inner corners and I really, really like that color. Now I want to do something for my brow bone highlights and like my nose and my cupid's bow. So I'm thinking I'm going to take the shade Forever Young and I'm going to put that underneath my brow bone just to highlight that and see if that does anything. So for that I'm going to be using a Morphe E36 brush and just picking up a little bit of that, again tapping off the extra, and we'll go right on the high point of my brow bone. Ooh, that one's really pretty too. This one is definitely more of like a cooler toned highlighter. I feel like it just made my brows look super lifted. So yeah, definitely like that one. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Glow Getter and I'm going to put that on my nose and then on my cupid's bow. So I'm just going to clean the other eye brush off that I used just because I ran out of brushes up in my filming room, so I don't have anything else in here. I'm just going to take it on that other eye brush that I used and put a little bit on the center of my nose. Ooh, that's really pretty too. Oops, I used way too much. It definitely is a little bit too dark for me. I can definitely see when it's not reflecting off the light that it's a little bit darker than my skin, but I just wanted to try it out. And then now I'm just going to put it on my cupid's bow just to play. Oh, I love this color. Makes me wish that I was like super tan right now so that I could wear it on my cheekbones. But I think that my favorite color has to be Daydream, just because it is such a different and unique color. Never seen anything like it, and I'm just loving the way that it's looking on my skin right now. I have to say for my more like everyday highlight, I'd have to go with Kitty Cat. This one is definitely the most blinding of all the ones that I tried pigmented, so I really like how blinding this one is, but then I really just like how different this one is. So if you are on the fence about getting this palette, I would definitely recommend this. It seems to me that these are a lot more like blinding than the other glow kits. Like the other ones, I mean, they're all super, super pigmented and blinding, but this one just, I feel like they really like stepped their game up and I don't know, they're just so pigmented. I can't get over it. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. I'm so happy with how this palette worked out for me. I'm very impressed with all the shades and how they swatched and how beautiful they went on the face. Definitely one of my favorite glow kits that Anastasia has ever came out with. This is just beautiful, so stunning, so different, unique, everything. Oh, it's just, I love it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna stop rambling now about how much I love it, but if you guys like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.